Now, I know that we've not been really taking any of his ideas on board, because they're often controversial and they don't really work, and they're often very self-aggrandizing. But he has promised me that this time, Bret Michaels' new product lines are legit. I spoke with Bret this morning. He said they're not pushing a pro-Bret agenda, as he's been accused of in the past. And these are actual products designed to make the world a better place.
Like, how legit are we talking here?
Okay, well, I've had a look at the current lineup he's got for me, and I think they've got some play. I think these could become Walmart top sellers.
The problem I have with Bret is that it's always just about Bret.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there has to be some value to the product that isn't Bret Michaels, because I think we're all pretty clear on the value of Bret Michaels as a commodity.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Literally last time he came to us and wanted to market Bret Michaels himself. I mean, he didn't even have a product on the table.
Well, I mean, he was letting the success of Rock of Love get to his head. He doesn't quite realise that it wasn't just Bret Michaels that made that show entertaining. There was also the bald guy he was hanging around with. But, as I say, let's take the first product, for example, which is really about families and children. He wants to put the children first, or as Bret says, put the children first. But these are basically Bret Michaels maternity kits. These are designed for home birth. These are designed for really to give the child and mother the best experience possible. They consist of, currently the standard package is 4 latex masks of Bret Michaels. And they are designed for the mother to wear, one for the father to wear, one for a midwife if present, and the doctor. So that the child, when born, sees Bret Michaels' face as the first thing it sees in its life. As the tagline for the product says, give your child the right start in life, give your child the Bret start in life.
Is there a medical benefit at all to these masks, or these
Yes, apparently. Bret says these masks were designed with not only the highest quality facial sculptors in the Midwest, but also trained medical professionals, such as Dr. Song of the University of Bret Michaels, who says that there are numerous benefits to a developing mind in seeing Bret Michaels upon your birth.
What's the material that these are made of? I mean, this looks like porcelain, which and I don't see any kind of bacterial screen or anything. It's just like a porcelain mask of Bret Michaels.
Yes. Some may consider a porcelain mask, predominantly white in colour with red cheeks, black lips, and Bret written in scratchy red writing on the forehead, to be a fairly ghoulish thing. And I will admit, I have been keeping these products at my home for some time, and I won't go to sleep with them in the house. But when worn with the wig and the head scarf, the bandana, if you will, it really is a striking resemblance. Porcelain has been used because it promotes health, according to the doctors that worked on this product.
Well, it is antibacterial, so, I mean, that's positive, I guess.
Yeah. The numerous benefits listed by trained medical professionals under the employ of Mr. Michaels include health, well-being, development, education, Bret Michaels.
Well, at least he's at the bottom of the list this time. I mean, that's improvement. That's progress, I think.
I've not finished.
Oh.
Bret Michaels.
That's more like it.
Bret Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a novel idea, Jim, but I just don't see the science behind it. I mean, these parents are really going to want hard numbers here on the benefits of Bret Michaels. And
he's got those too. You're a numbers person. we've always known this. You are very much show me the data. And he's anticipated your concern. And he said, please communicate to Caitlin the numbers, which involve 56, 32, 5 Bret Michaels.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I think that's just a list of numbers.
Where are these sources? You said these were from a university of some
Dr.
kind?
Song.
I mean, he has sources.
Dr. Song from the University of Bret Michaels is the R&D head of the development of these masks.
Is that accredited?
I don't know, but he mostly, as far as I can see, his qualifications and work experience are mostly in crockery, the production of high quality dishware, which I guess is another reason why the masks are using porcelain.
Okay, all right, fine. So what else is in the kit? We got the masks, we have the complimentary wigs. What else?
Obviously the bandanas.
Right.
A free copy of the first season of Rock of Love on DVD.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a repackaging of unsold units.
A cassette tape of Every Rose that Bret taped off the radio back in the day. So that's a copy of an original radio tape recording. Recorded by Bret Michaels himself.
Yeah.
Each one of those cassette tapes is individually numbered, making them collector's editions.
Jim, I hate to shut Bret down again, but this is like the 17th time he's come to us with an idea, but instead of just flat out saying no this time, why don't we ask him to repurpose these masks? I mean, this sounds like a fantastic Halloween opportunity. I know we just missed the cutoff, but there are the clearance sales.
I'm not sure. He really seemed keen that these would be a life-changing products. He said, because I honestly, when I saw it, I thought it was basically some sort of killer clown mask or something. I thought he was going for the Halloween thing. He got very annoyed and kicked the leg of my desk and said, no, that's not what this is. This, Johnson, he calls me Johnson, is a maternity product. This is medical. I'm not going to have my years in the medical profession tossed under the bus in the name of a cheap Halloween spook. So, I don't think he's going to go for it, unfortunately. But I do have a couple of other products that Bret's been trying to market, if we're going to say no to that.
Yeah, let's hear him.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't go back to him with something. So, this is basically, this is two different products, but they're under the same sort of line. This is a new range of what he calls a health snack. We've got Bret Michaels' Jelly Secrets, and Jet Michaels' Jam Demands.
Jellies, like spread on toast.
Yes.
Jellies
yes.
and jams.
And what really is the trick here is the life advice and inspirational messaging that's contained in each jar. In the middle of each jar of preserves will either be a jelly secret, if you buy a jelly secret, or a demand, an order, if you will, but something that enriches your life.
Oh, so these are much like the Dove chocolates, where they have, like an inspirational saying on the inside, like love your family, and that's
like that, or like a fortune cookie or something like that. So I've got a couple written down here. I've got a couple of the notes. If I can just
let's hear them.
Get them. For example, from the Jelly Secrets line, Bret Michaels co-wrote the soundtrack to Disney's The Lion King with Usher.
That doesn't sound at all correct.
Yeah, that's inaccurate.
I'm pretty sure that was Elton John, right?
I'm just going by what
Taupin.
I'm just going by the Jelly Secrets. I can only say what the Jelly Secrets are telling me. Bret Michaels, here's a good one. Bret Michaels hates racism.
Well, that's positive, I suppose.
We're getting closer.
I don't know why you'd need to bring it up.
Bret Michaels was the first man to play Every Rose Has Its Thorn on the moon.
I mean, I like that for the novelty of...
But again, accuracy is an issue, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he swears these are all real, and I've never known Bret to lie.
How long have you known Bret?
A couple of weeks.
it feels like Bret Michaels is just selling Bret Michaels again, except now it's Bret Michaels coated in blackberry jam. Tell me, what are some of the demands? At least maybe we can get something inspirational out of the demands.
Okay. Jam demands, Bret Michaels. Kissing with your favourite honey.
All right, it's a little Cosmo, but
Okay.
fine.
Bret Michaels co-wrote the soundtrack to The Lion King with Usher.
That's not so much a demand as the same inaccuracy from the jelly.
It's on
Wait, maybe he's demanding that it be real. Are these actually like the demands that he wants? Not demanding other people to do something.
I've got two separate stacks of papers here. They're written on the backs of raffle tickets, and one is in the secrets, one is in demands. And that was a demand. I said I'm only going by the paper here. Don't put me in a corner on this. And
No,
in fact,
Jim, I think he's demanding that you do these things for him. I don't think this is a product.
they were in jam. They were definitely in jam. In fact, he warned me not to eat the jam because he says that they've had problems with the ink, and that it renders them, what was his word? Toxic. Which I thought would be a problem. But then
That does sound like a problem.
he said, people are literally buying poison from Bret Michaels.
Wow.
So the local police department wants to enlist our help again with the war on drugs. I know we've battled this many times before. It's an ongoing battle. But this time they feel we need to start, lifting up people's spirits around this topic. A lot of people in the town are feeling like we're not maybe investing enough resources in the war on drugs. They're upset and a little bit apathetic about what's going on. Not enough happening in that space. And I don't know. We need to drum up some ideas on how to help them out.
So we need
Repackage the war on drugs.
Yeah, we're repackaging.
we need to demonstrate that the resources are being used in a way that people can see a benefit, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that is one of the problems with law enforcement is that you have to be so careful about how much information you give to the public
careful.
regarding incidents and things like that.
Mhm.
It's a low transparency kind of environment. So I can see wanting to draw some attention to successes as being a good idea.
Yeah, and I quote, they said they wanted to give the war on drugs a facelift.
Facelift.
A facelift.
Well, that's very specific language, but I think we could work with that.
But let's look at what stigma is attached to the war on drugs. People think it's not working. So we have to show them that the war on drugs works. Now, we can't show them all of that because, we all know how much cocaine that the local police sees, because that's part of the reason why we offer them a discount on representing them. But we can't necessarily tell the public that. So we need to show them demonstrable results. We need to let them know that where they're spending their money, it's working. Show them a demonstrable usage of taxpayer funds.
Yeah, that you're right. Nothing is visible.
Yeah.
The war on drugs it's a secret war
Yeah.
that they wage.
So what we really need to do is make the spending visible.
Right.
What if we bought all of the investigating detectives new boots?
New boots.
Like expensive boots.
Like shark skin or snake skin.
I like that. Shark skin boots for any officer in the Vice Department.
We do have a few of our FistShark branded boots in the closet. I can ask Craig to pull
We
some
can
out.
send them over as test samples, see how they feel, and then divert some of their funds to the production of more shark skin boots.
Well, I mean that's flashy, but I mean it's not big. It doesn't say, "Hey, we really care." All it says is we care about our footwear. Maybe we need to overhaul the entire look. We get these guys into some Armani.
I like it.
Really class it up.
I like it. An Armani suit, sharkskin boots,
Well,
Ray-Ban sunglasses for everybody.
when Deputy Bronson Hurt came to me, he, and I quote, said, "I want a new coat of shellac on our force." Now, I wasn't sure what that meant, but I think he wants something dazzling. I mean, he really wants to capture people's attention here. So I don't know if the suits and the boots are going to be enough.
What if we got Robin Thicke to perform at every crime scene?
Well, considering that there's a fair enough likelihood that he was already present, that's probably doable.
That would work. I mean, in the past, we've had sort of former drug users, former drug dealers turned rat on the police. Not Rat the band, but the figurative grass, as it were. And instead of having Robin, doing his usual sort of police informant thing, we toss him a few extra De Niro's, and then every time there's a drug bust, he's there doing blurred lines. That way people look at Robin Thicke singing blurred lines while they're hauling a drug kingpin off to the local police station and think that's money well spent. Like, I didn't think the war on drugs was going anywhere, but they've got Robin.
Yeah, I think that works well to get him hooked up on the perp walk.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Yeah, it's like, dope on the table, Robin Thicke on the stage.
Exactly. And why bring police cars to the scene? Limos.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and I bet we could get Ford to design an Interceptor limo. That's exclusively sold to police precincts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get the Boston sort of police department signage all over these limos. We get Flavor Flav driving them.
Do you think there's any room in there for like a nail technician, like a massage therapist?
Oh, yeah, these limos will be huge. I'm sure we can fit a massage bed in the back. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
What if instead of calling it the war on drugs, because war is obviously very negative, people tend to not like war. What if we rolled what Bronsonherk wants into this whole shellac initiative and call it the Spa Day on Drugs? And instead of taxpayers funding these police to go and crack down on meth labs and cocaine dealers, we send them to the spa in the name of cracking down on drugs, driven there by Flavor Flav in hats designed by Corey Feldman and shark skin boots, and that way people know that their money is being spent on the right thing.
Beautiful.
Oh, I think we've found a solution that's going to make everybody happy.
Good. I'm happy. Let's do a line.
Val Kilmer has launched another business.
Okay, let me just double check. We're talking about Val Kilmer, aka the man who was the Bat, Hollywood actor.
The man, yes, the man who was the Bat. Yeah, the last few ideas he had, I guess, didn't seem to pan out. Not like we didn't try to tell him.
Well, bless him, but, we try and warn the guy, but Val will do what Val wants.
Yes, and what Val apparently wants to do now is park his ass on the side of the road with an easel and draw caricatures.
That's not a bad idea. What's the problem with that?
He only knows how to draw Val Kilmer. I mean, he could draw Val Kilmer in all sorts of activities. He draws Val Kilmer golfing. He draws Val Kilmer riding around in a little go-kart. He draws Val Kilmer playing tennis and skiing and skateboarding and going to the dentist for some inexplicable reason. Then there's, Val Kilmer in a pentagram and Val Kilmer on a hang glider. He can do a wide range of activities, but only Val Kilmer. And invariably, someone sits down to get a caricature done, they typically expect to be getting a drawing of themselves, not the man who was the Bat,
right,
climbing a rope.
So he's essentially selling self-portraits on the street.
Right, but he's not advertising them as self-portraits.
He's advertising them as portraits.
Yes, I will draw you in a caricature, and then it's a pockmarked, messy frop of blonde hair and a big cleft chin.
How much is he charging for these?
Well, that's on the plus side. It's not that expensive as these things go. He's only asking for $5. 10 if you want additional personalization, but it doesn't seem to matter because he just adds his dimple for the extra $5.
Because I didn't realize he was doing this as a full-time job, but I gave him $5. I honestly thought it was me, but looking at it now. No, that is Val Kilmer on a pair of roller skates with a dog I thought was my dog, but it is a dog with Val Kilmer's head.
Jim, you don't even have a dog.
I thought I did. The caricature says I've got one. Son of a bitch.
Do you have roller skates?
I've never seen roller skates.
So how do you know that they're roller skates?
Well, he told me they were roller skates. They're like big shoes with like long, thin planks on them that you go down a snowy hill on.
I think those are ice skates.
Well, then I've just wasted 45 fucking bucks on Amazon, haven't I?
So maybe we can repurpose these Kilmer caricatures as something else.
I don't know. My problem with Val is he is multi-talented, which is excellent, but he's very constrained within those talents. Like, the guy can sing and play instruments. You know, this isn't the first time he's taken to a busking lifestyle, as it were. He's been doing a lot of street performance now for a while. Before Caricatures, he was out there with his trusty trumpet, performing as Val and his trusty trumpet, where he would sit on a street corner playing his trumpet very well. He played it very well, but he only seemed to be able to do the Shirley Bassey hit Goldfinger, albeit with Goldfinger in the song replaced with Val Kilmer. Because he'd go Val Kilmer, blah, blah, blah. He's the man with the Midas touch. A Batman's touch, such a cold finger.
That does... maybe we could just get him to do instrumental only? Will he agree to that?
Possibly. I mean, to be honest, it really is a case of one or the other. I mean, just standing there holding a trumpet, shouting Val Kilmer, then going on the trumpet, and then doing the rest without ever touching the trumpet again, wasn't really working. I mean, don't get me wrong, the was probably the best I've ever seen, or heard, as it were. You know, I've witnessed many people do Goldfinger, or try, on a trumpet and fail spectacularly. If he could turn the into the whole thing, I reckon we'd be onto a winner, and I reckon his little cap would get more than a few farthings in it.
But that's the only part he plays on the trumpet.
It's the only part I've seen him play on the trumpet, but it is gorgeous. Whether or not he can do the rest of it remains to be seen, because, as I've said, he's been pushing lyrics first.
Right.
Like, he considers himself very much a Bernie Taupin kind of guy. He says, I put lyrics first. I let Elton worry about the music. I'm guessing he meant that figuratively, because as far as I know, he's never met Elton, or indeed anyone called Elton.
Well, but the problem is that Val is just Val. If he's leaving the music to someone else, there's no one else.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, and even calling himself Bernie Taupin is a bit of a stretch, considering he's not written these lyrics. Apart from the bit where he changed Goldfinger to Val Kilmer,
which,
Spider's touch to Batman's touch.
Same number of syllables. So there's that.
Oh God, don't get me wrong. I often call him the lyrical Tetris. The way he can make things fit into the same rhyming and syllable scheme is magnificent. I'm coming up, so you better get the Kilmer started is another one of his classics. I would never have thought to have replaced Party with Kilmer, but in there, like a shot. Like lightning from the fingers of Zeus himself. Right in the middle of that stanza.
Yeah, nobody's arguing with his talent, but he's a sprinter. He doesn't have any, long game, which is the problem. And he's always dependent on iterating on someone else's work. The original content is really lacking there, I think.
I don't know, have you not heard his original songs?
No, I've heard none of his original music.
Alright, hold on, I just had to look it up, because he emailed me this the other day, and I think it's beautifully written. What is love? He's not got tunes for this. He says he's waiting for Elton. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Yeah. I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, 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 uh-huh. Whoa, 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 uh-huh. Val Kilmer.
Well, it's definitely got my head nodding. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm. Now, you can just imagine what kind of trumpet-based tune is going to accompany that and get excited.
Yeah, but I can't help but feel like I've heard it before. It sounds like another song.
I don't know how many songs there are about Val Kilmer that already exist.
Just Kiss from a Rose, I think.
we gonna end it on that?
Why not?
Okay. FistShark Marketing is Jim Sterling, Conrad Zimmerman, and Caitlin Cook. Theme music by Ben Rama. Segue music by Alizar Chand. Our editor is Nick Malone. More episodes are available at fistshark.com. Follow us on Twitter at FistShark for more of our exploits. And if you like us, give us a rating or review on iTunes. Complaints can be forwarded via email to fistsharkmarketing@aol.com. And remember, if you can count your money, you don't have enough of it. Goodbye.